Hello, everybody. Today we are going to take another question number 9 from the chapter Probability, exercise 14.1. So let us start without further ado. Let's see the question first. Two fair dice are rolled. That means there is a two fair dice, they are rolling. Then find the probabilities that the sum of the point, remember, the sum of the point is 7. So, first of all, in a die, how many numbers are there? There are 1 to 6. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And another die also there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, when two dice are rolled together, the possible outcomes can be 1 and 1, or it can be 2 and 3, whatever comes out in the die. So let us assume in numbers, but the question here specifically they ask that the sum of the points is 7. That means what are the points that can be 7? Let us say 1 and 6. So we have 1 and 6. When you add 1 in one die, another 6 in another die, what is the sum? Equal to 7. What about 2 and 5? 2 in one die, 5 in another die, so we have 7. So in the same way, let us find out here. We have 2 and 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. 3 and 4, we have 3 plus 4, 7. So 4 and 3, we have 7. 5 plus 2, 7. 6 plus 1, 7. So we have 6 points. The number of points whose sum is 7 is, we have the 6. But now we need to find out the total possible outcomes. Total possible outcomes, or the totality of all the possible outcomes, is given by sample space. So sample space means all the possible outcome. How to find out all the possible outcome? Suppose in one die you have 1. In the second die, what are the possible outcomes? It can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4, it can be 5, and it can be 6. So it means that 1 can combine with 6 of the points in the other die. So you have 1 and 1 combined, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4, 1 and 5, 1 and 6 combined. Suppose we get 2 in one die. Then in another die, the possible outcomes or the possible points would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the same way. So it will be 2 and 1, 2, 3, 2 and 2, 2 and 3, 2 and 4, 2 and 5, 2 and 6. So in another die, if it is 3, it can be 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6. So similarly, it goes with the pattern. If one die got 4, it can be 1, 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6. Then in another die, it comes out with 5, then 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6. At last we have, suppose in one die it comes out 6, then the other possible combination is 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 6. So what is the total? We can count them. When we count them, we got 36. For simultaneous rolling of a die, or for any others, there is a formula in shortcut. We can write numbers of points are there are 6. So in another die, how many number of points? Another 6. So 6 into 6 equal to 36. We can use this formula also, but let us leave this one and let us find out this way. Now we will find out the probabilities that the sum of the point is 7. So let us find out. You know that the formula is given by number of favorable outcomes for the sum of the point is 7 divided by total number of outcomes. So what is the value of number of favorable outcomes for the sum of the point is 7? 6. What is the total number of outcomes? Total we have 36. So what is the answer? The answer is 6. 1 is 6. 6, 6, 36. So 1 by 6 is the probabilities that the sum of the point is 7. This is the answer we have. Next question, let's see. Also, find the sum of the points, which is the most probable, by showing all possible sum of the points in a chart or table. So let us tackle the next question. Find the sum of the points, which is the most probable. The sum of the points means 1 and 1. If you sum, the answer is 2. So if you sum 1 and 2, the answer is 3. So the sum of the points we have this side. Then the favorable outcomes. How many outcomes, how many points have the sum? 2, we have 1 and 1, we have 2. The sum is 2. But when we look here, the sum is 1 plus 2 is 3 and 2 plus 1 is 3. So therefore, we have how many points? We have 2 points. So the whose sum is 3. That's why we have 2 points. That is called the number of favorable outcome. Now let us look at the sum 4. How many are there? 1 plus 3, 4, 2, 2, 4, 3 plus 1, 4. So how many? 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 favorable outcomes. Now let's see for the sum of 5. 1 plus 4, 5. 2 plus 3, 5. 3 plus 2, 5. 4 plus 1, 5. It's equal to how many possible outcome or favorable outcome? 4. Now let us find out in this pattern. If you go, you will see that the sum of the points which get 6 is 1, 5. 2, 4, 3, 3, 4, 2, 5, 2. So you can just look the pattern how I have done it, and then you can understand it. You can pause the video and you can watch the pattern. Now at last, I would like to tell you that 6 plus 6, how much? 12. So 6 is the biggest number in a die. So when you add 6 plus 6 from one die to another die, then you get 12. This is the highest. And how many points are there? Which you can add up to 12. There is only 1 point. Therefore, there is 1. Let's find out the probabilities for these columns. That is, when the sum of the point is 2 and we know that the total favorable outcomes is 36. Sample space, we know that 36. So the answer will be 1 by 36. Here you will get 2 by 36. Here you will get 3 by 36. Here you will get 4 by 36. Because 4 is the favorable outcome. Now here 5 is the favorable outcome. So 5 by 36. Here 6 by 36. Here 5 by 36 again. Here is 4 by 36. 3 by 36. 2 by 36 and 1 by 36. The sum of the points which is most probable, which one is it? The green row that I gave, or the green cells that I gave, is the most probable sum of the points. Therefore, the required sum of the points which is most probable is 7. Now let us tackle the next question, that is question number 15. This question is much easier than all the other questions that we have done before. So a die is thrown, one die is thrown. Find the probabilities that the following events, a prime number will appear. That means we have to find out the probability when a prime numbers will appear. So we know that when a dice is thrown, be a number less than 6 will appear, a number more than 6 will appear, a number less than 3 will appear. So let us tackle one by one. So when a die is thrown, what happened? The total number of sample points is 6. Why? Because in a die we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, the total number of sample point is 6. I think this is clear. Then let us see the first question, that is A. How many numbers of prime numbers are there? The numbers of prime numbers in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. What are they? 2, 3, and 5. So there are 3 numbers of prime number. And therefore, the probabilities that a prime number will appear. That means, what is the formula? Number of favorable outcomes divided by total numbers of outcomes. So what is the answer? Number of favorable outcomes means the number of primes. There are 3. So 3 by, what is the total number of outcome? 6. So the answer is 3 by 6. You can put in the simplest form, 1 by 2. Next, number B, let us see. Number of sample points less than 6 will appear. Less than 6 means how many numbers are there? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is less than 6. So there are 5. Therefore, then the probability is that a number less than 6 will appear. 5 by 5 is the number of favorable outcomes. So that the number of samples points is less than 6. Then total number of outcome is 6. So the answer is 5 by 6. Number of sample points more than 6. Is there any numbers in the die which is more than 6? No. Therefore, the probabilities of that number which is more than 6 will appear is 0, I should say. How? Number of favorable outcome is 0. and then the total possible outcome is 6. 0 divided by 6 is 0. That means impossible to happen. When the probability is 0, we know that this is impossible to happen, or impossible probability. Next, let's see D. A number less than or equal to 3 will appear. So how many numbers are there less than or equal to? Please remember this point. Less than or equal to means it has to include 3 also. The number which is less than 3 as well as the 3 itself you have to include. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 in numbers. Therefore, the probability numbers less than or equal to 3 will appear is 3 by 6. 3 by 6 means when we simplify, we have 1 by 2. So very simple. Next, let's see next question. Okay, let's see next question. Question number 13. A letter is chosen at random from the word assassination. Find the probabilities that the letter is a vowel. Number 2 is a consonant. So we know that to find out the probabilities, you have to always find out the total numbers of any given experiment. So here the total numbers of letters in assassin you have to find out, and then how many numbers of vowels are there you have to find out, then how many consonants are there. Then if you can find out that, that's very simple. So let's see how many total numbers of letters are there. I have done for you. When I count, I think it is 13. So we have 13. Assassination 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you have 13 in the word assassination. Then total numbers of vowels. How many vowels are there? Vowels, you have A, I, O. So we have 6 numbers of vowels. And then numbers of consonants, we have S, 4S, and then we have N, T, and N. I think we have 7 consonants here. So let us find out the probabilities that the letter chosen at random is vowel. Very simple. Number of favorable outcomes for vowels, so 6, and then total numbers of letters, we have 13. So 6 by 13. Then next, question number 2. The probability that the letter chosen at random is consonant is equal to how much? The numbers of favorable outcomes for consonant is 7. The total numbers of letter is 13. So the answer is 7 by 3. That's all for today. Thank you so much. Watch it again and again to understand.